Welcome everybody to Gentle Yoga. Leo Bray here on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center, Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out our schedule. Stop by the tip jar. We have classes every day on Zoom and several days a week. You can join us in person if you're local, outdoors, at a distance with masks. And today we'll start out in a reclined posture with the soles of the feet together, knees splayed out. If that's not comfortable, you could rest your feet on the mat, let your knees lean in towards each other. If you go with the feet together, you could put blocks under your legs to take the weight of your legs. You might rest your hands on the floor, or you could rest your hands on your body. Close your eyes if you like. Notice your breathing. Letting it slow down and deepen as you settle into your comfortable stillness. Making any adjustments you need to find comfortable. Sometimes it's a moving target. Feel your contact with the support under you. Take in the movements of your breathing. Scan your body to observe whatever else is going on, whatever other sensations are present for you. Making particular note of anything that feels off, doesn't feel so good. So you can keep those things in mind during practice, remembering that you're always welcome to skip or modify anything at all. And whenever your attention is drawn away from observing your body and noticing your breathing, just gently come back to these intentions of observing yourself and taking care of yourself, finding the best practice for yourself. If you wish to layer on any personal intention to go with our shared intentions, feel free to do so now. And with our intentions in place, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. If you have your knees splayed apart and your feet together, use your arms to nudge your knees towards each other. Rest the soles of your feet on the mat. If you had blocks here, move the blocks out of the way. I'm going to start today with the sequence that we do with our straps that we often do towards the end of practice. Today we'll do towards the beginning, mix it up a bit. So bring your knees towards your chest, opening your strap and running it under your feet, holding one end in each hand. When I first learned to do this as a longer sequence with 2 minutes for each posture, it was done at the beginning of the practice. So I like to play around and do it at the beginning instead of the end once in a while. Point your toes up at the ceiling. Point your toes down towards your face. And let your feet relax. Slide your feet away from each other. inside the strap. Draw gently on the strap to guide your feet back towards each other. Take your left foot out and press the back of your left leg down. Reach your right arm to the side. Draw your leg over to the left and turn your head to the right. And when we spend longer in these postures, sometimes some interesting things happen. After a minute or 2 minutes, you might find a degree of openness that you never found when you were just doing the same position for a few breaths. And then the breath itself helps this process along, coming into different postures, helps the breath get into different places, changes the action of the breath on the whole body. Bring everything back up to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press down on the front of your left hip. Let your limbs fall open to the right. Try to keep that left cheek on the ground. Keep your pelvis squared to the floor. If your pelvis starts to roll to the right, then that's less opening you're going to get in the right hip. And as things continue to shift around and open and settle, you can adjust the position of your arm and the tension on the strap to help your leg reposition, help your hip open a bit more here and there. Go very gently to come out of this one. Take your time to come back up to center. Lift your left leg, step your left foot into the strap. Take your right foot out, press your right leg down. Reach your left arm to the side. Bring your leg over to the right, then turn your head to the left. Bring it all back to center. Take the strap in your left hand. Press down on the front of your right hip. Let your limbs fall open to the left. Nice and easy. Come back to center. Raise your right leg. Draw your knees in. Set your strap aside. Hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back to massage it against the floor. And we'll start to sit up. You could rock front to back and roll your spine along the floor, or tip onto one side, press your hand to the ground, and press yourself up to a seat that way. We'll all meet sitting up. Let your chin come down towards your chest and start some slow, gentle circles. So loosen up your neck, roll your ear towards your shoulder, and let your head tip back. And on over to the other shoulder as slowly as you like, or as slowly as you can stand it. You want to challenge yourself to slow down more. When you finish the next circle, take some in the other direction too. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear, slide it back, and let it down. And then your right shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, come to eagle arms. Intertwine your arms and press your hands together. Move your hands and elbows forward and up. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, cross your arms the other way. Reach for your shoulder blades or take eagle. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let your arms down again. Inhale your left arm up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the right. Let the left side of your seat stay anchored. Try not to lift the left cheek off the floor. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bring your left hand to the floor behind you and your right hand to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, invite your body more deeply into the twist. Just explore that with each breath, seeing if there's maybe a little further to go on those exhales. Come on back through center. Inhale to raise your right arm. Exhale to reach to the left. Feeling for length from your right hip up through your right fingertips. Inhale to come up. Exhale, come into the other twist. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, explore the twist. Come on back to center. Rest your hands in front of you and walk them forward on the floor as far as you can, letting your head hang down. Breathe into your lower back. Inhaling, start to walk your hands back. Lift yourself up to a seat. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Finally feel a little warmer. Chilly morning in Palm Springs. We're talking about how our tolerance for cold goes down after living here. Bring your hips in line above your knees, shoulders above your wrists or a bit behind. If right above the wrists is too much. Inhale to bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, bring your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Continue for a few more rounds of breath at your own pace.
And let your body just start to drift around from this base of being on your hands and knees. See what movement your body seems to want. Maybe feeling into any tight spots. Start to make your way back to a table, wrapping up these exploratory movements. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, pick your left hand up and reach forward with your thumb pointing up. If you want, on your next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back. And if you want to go further, bend your knee, reach back, see about taking a bind, grabbing your foot, ankle, or pant leg, kicking against your hand, lifting your knee, lifting your chin, putting the midline, stretching the shoulder and the quads. Release and come down. Reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. Inhale, reach your right hand forward. If you like, on your inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. If you want, bend your knee, reach back, see about the bind and that additional stretching. Release, lower down. Bring your big toes together. Open your knees further if you like. Sit back towards your heels and make your way to child's pose. Focus on the movements of your breath. Scan your body. Inhale, come forward and up. Exhale, sit back again. And let's just keep exploring that rocking movement. And take it as far as you want. Maybe when you come forward, your shoulders go past your wrists. Then you start to come towards a heart opener. Your knees can stay where they are, or they can drift in and out. Maybe it starts to look a bit like cobra as you come forward. Let's all meet at the forward part of the movement in some sort of heart opener. Cobra can be really low. Listen to your lower back. And exhale, let's rock back through table slowly and gently to downward dog. Curl your toes under, press into your feet to lift your knees, press into your hands and lift your tail. And pedal your feet up and down. Letting your heels get closer to the floor. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale to lift up halfway, hands to the front of your shins, crown of your head reaching forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up, hands overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to your plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, come down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to your plank. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, bring your heart forward. Exhaling, back and up. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. Let your knees down gently and make your way to child's pose again. Scan your body again. Check in with your breath. Inhale, bring yourself forward and up to table. Take your time to make your way back up. One last downward dog. And walk your hands back to your feet. Little baby steps. Doesn't matter how many steps it takes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And play with bouncing a bit. We'll play a little with tree pose. Coming into it gradually, gently. Hands at your heart. Set your eyes on something at eye level that won't move. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. You're welcome to step over by the wall or by a steady piece of furniture that you could grab onto for an assist. Bring the weight to your right leg. Turn your left toes out, feet perpendicular. Bring your heel up onto your ankle. Stay there, or if you like, bring the sole of your foot onto your calf or onto your thigh. Never onto the side of your knee. And wherever the foot is, the knee keeps tracking out to the side. Your hands can stay at your heart, or your arms can grow into whatever shape your branches want to go this day. Make sure you're still breathing. All the trees need air. Maybe your branches are still, or maybe there's breeze in your branches. Try not to look out the window at the tree waving around in the wind. But you can have a lot of movement in your branches if you like. Explore different shapes. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward. Let your foot down. Shake out your right leg and anything else that wants a little shaking. And when you're ready, hands back at your heart. Shift your weight from one leg to the other as many times as you want. When you're ready, bring the weight to your left leg and turn your right toes out. Take your time to bring that right heel in and up to whatever height works for this side today. Do whatever you like with your arms. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back by your heart. Pivot your knee forward. Let your foot down. Shake as needed. Let's come down and have a seat on the floor. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Allow your knees to bend if they want to. Inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. Exhale, think of lowering down. Inhale, slowly walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Walk your hands down your legs as far as you can. It doesn't matter where that is, just your furthest point. Bring your left hand over by your right hand. Reach your right arm to the side, turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your left hip, peel your right shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring your right hand back over by your left hand. Bring your left hand back over to your left foot or left leg. Bring your right hand over by your left. Reach your left arm to the side and turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your right hip and peel your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring your left hand back over by your right hand. Bring your right hand back over to your right leg or right foot. Walk your hands up the front of your legs. Lift your torso. Nudge your legs in towards each other. Bring the soles of your feet together with a big space between your pelvis and your heels. Grab the mat, reach under your ankles or over your ankles, and walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your neck disengage and your head drop and breathe into your lower back. Slowly walk your hands back and sit upright again. Bring your heels in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers. Hold your feet in your hands. Wriggle on your seat. Bring the bones closer to the ground. Tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with your spine long. See how far the long spine will go. And when it stops, let your head lower and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to your legs. Use your arms to lift your knees. Plant your hands on the floor. Wiggle your feet out to the edges of the mat. Let your knees go back and forth. Turn your head to the opposite side as your knees come down. Bring your feet in closer, about hip width apart. Come down onto your back with your heels as close to your butt as they'll go. Put a block between your knees if you like on the middle position. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift your hips up into bridge. If you want to go deeper, opening your heart, you could wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other and clasp your hands under you and reach your knuckles towards your heels. If you're clasping your hands, release them. Exhale, slowly lower down. Explore at your own pace, inhaling to lift up, exhaling to come down. Pause where you want at the top or the bottom of the movement. Lift as high as you like. Move as slowly as you like. And let's take supported bridge, unless you want to keep floating up and down. Lift up, bring a block under your sacrum, come down to rest on it. For those watching later on, if you don't have blocks, you could use a foam roller here, a spare rolled up yoga mat, throw pillows, folded blankets. letting the support that's holding you up do the work, bringing about release in the pelvis and the lower back. Okay, let's come out of our supported bridge, press into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up one last time. Remove your prop. Exhale, slowly come down. Pause after you touch down. Move props out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll, massage your back against the ground. Plant your left foot, cross your right ankle above your left knee. Reach your arms to the sides. Let your legs fall to the left. Turn your head to the right. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor. Slowly come back to center. Plant your right foot. Cross your left ankle above the right knee. Let your legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. Softly come back up to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees towards your chest. Reach your feet towards the ceiling. Reach your hands up, take hold of your feet or your legs. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Whatever type and degree of movement feels good in your body. Whenever you feel complete with inverting, make your way to a resting pose of your choice for Shavasana. Maybe recall an intention you set for your practice to reflect upon, or simply focus on your breathing, or just let your mind wander. Start to take some deeper breaths. Invite small movements to your body. Let your movements grow bigger and bigger. And take your time. Move mindfully. When you're ready for bigger movements, you can gently make your way back up to a seat. And bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you all for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay dry. It looks like it's going to start raining any second out there.